Am I the asshole for getting mad about my mom marrying my fiance's dad?
Mom marrying what? These always like are brain games for me. I'm like, I have to sit there and like think about the genesis. I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming they're doing that before they get married. That's weird.
I, 24 female, and my fiance, 24 male, have been together since our sophomore year of college, so around 5 years now. For context, my mom, 50 female, had an affair with a coworker when I was 16, leading to my parents' divorce. She has been single ever since, going on dates but no serious relationships. I have a good relationship with my dad and his new wife. Sadly, my fiance's mom passed 2 years ago due to cancer, and his dad, 53 male, has been single since. My fiance proposed last year, but our wedding was delayed due to COVID. Our families had never met up to this point because his family lives in South Carolina, whereas we're in North Carolina, where we went to college, around a 3-hour drive away from his dad. 3 months ago, in January 2021, we decided it was time to have our families meet for the first time to discuss our upcoming wedding in June of 2021. My dad and his wife, my fiance's dad, and my mom all met at our place to meet and discuss the wedding. This went well, albeit there was some tension between my mom and my dad. They're divorced, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
This morning, out of the blue, my mom called me and announced that she had eloped. I was shocked.
Hold on. Okay, just keep reading. I'll let you finish.
I was shocked as she had not been dating anyone to my knowledge. Upon questioning, it turns out that she and my fiance's dad had been dating in secret since that meeting in January and had married in secret yesterday, making my fiance my stepbrother.
I can't believe this is a question. This is so sad because it's like this just goes to show, like there's been situations where I'm so in the right and I know it.
Yeah.
But when people make you feel bad, you genuinely are like, am I the asshole? You know what I mean? Like, we're sitting here like, what? You are not the asshole. But then I'm sure in her head, she's been made to feel bad. So she's like, fuck, am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Like,
especially if her mom is gaslighting her.
no, you're not the
or
asshole.
Being
what?
a toxic mother.
That somehow got worse than I could have expected.
Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm sure there's more.
I want to throw up just thinking about this. She said that I should now cancel my wedding because it would be inappropriate to marry my stepbrother. The audacity.
The audacity. After she's been dating him, what did she say, 5 years?
5 years.
5 years, and they finally like joined forces to plan this wedding.
Yeah.
And then she falls in love with him during that wedding planning session.
It's been like how long since they actually met?
Yeah, like maybe, when was this written? In April?
This was written in, I believe, March. So she said like we had a meeting 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months of like secretly dating.
And secretly. So it's not even like, how serious can you get with someone when you're secretly dating them?
I don't think that's serious.
Because you have to shut off so many parts of your life, like your kids to them.
Not all of your like environments and your context are going to be influencing your life.
Yeah. So
if it's a secret.
Exactly. What? And then she and then says, you need to cancel your wedding. I'd be like,
bitch, you need to go get an annulment.
I can't believe that. She like beat her to the punchline.
She did it on purpose. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. She was like, shit, the clock is ticking. June is right around the corner.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Gotta tie the knot.
Courthouse wedding just to seal the deal.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
I know. I'm absolutely horrified. I shouted at my mom saying she just loves ruining my life and called her selfish. First, she cheated on my dad, and now she went and married my fiance's dad.
Oh my gosh.
Knowing full well I was about to marry my fiance. My mom then said I was still young and I'd have the chance to meet someone new, but she's old and, quote, has to take every opportunity she's got. And so I was an ungrateful bitch for not approving of her marriage. She then accused me of wanting her to die alone.
Oh.
This is someone with a victim complex.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked at this. I don't even have words.
Both of them would be uninvited. I would go, I would 100% like whatever your fiance wants to do about his dad.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how he feels.
Yeah, that's fine and dandy. But like my mom, I would not talk to my mom if she pulled this shit.
I don't even know what I would think because that's like, it's deeper than this. I'm like questioning who my mom even is, I think.
Yeah.
I'd be like, who are you? Like, I don't know
At her
you.
very core, like principles and morals.
Yeah. Like how, if you can do this to your own daughter, like, you know, what else are you capable of? I don't know. That just freaks me out. The mom is so only thinking about herself. And I feel like as a parent, you typically put your child above yourself.
Yeah.
So if that means like, I think about my mom and like most moms who are like, my daughter can marry, like true love is rare and it sometimes only comes around once in a lifetime. So if you really find that person sometimes, and I don't want to be a pessimist, like you can't find it again, but like if you're a mother and your daughter has found a true love and she wants to marry him, that should like take priority and everything. Like you'd be like, well, then I guess I'm going to die alone. Like I feel like my mom would be like,
your wants and
yeah,
needs.
like I'll die alone then if that means my daughter gets to marry the love of her life, because I unfortunately fucked up in my first marriage, but I'm not going to give my daughter the same like path. Like she has this like
this great
great opportunity and
yeah.
good for her. And I'll die alone if that means that she gets to have the love of her life, you know?
Yeah. And I think like to your point, I think there's some parents that live for their children. Like my mom and, you know, our relationship has been like tumultuous at times, and like obviously raising a teenage daughter is never fun and easy. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, like I know my mom would go to bat for me. She would take a bullet. She would lay herself down on like at the end of the day. Like she's definitely not what you would consider like a toxic mom. Like this fucking lady.
Yeah, this is like a whole nother level of toxic and selfish. It's like she clearly
so selfish.
And I know it's like almost toxic to say, well, you know, as a parent, why do you have to put your kid above you? But it's like that's typically how it works. That's like your child is bigger. You always want your child to have it better than you had. So it's like, no offense to this woman, but she kind of like sabotaged her first marriage by cheating. That was a choice. Mm-hmm. And if she wasn't happy in the marriage, then that's one thing. But like she did that. She made that decision to, you know, kind of ruin the marriage. And her daughter has this like fresh chance. You know what I mean?
It's
am I making
love.
sense?
Yeah, no, it's love. They met in college. They've been dating for 5 years. Like this is the beginning of her life.
Yeah, like wouldn't you want your daughter to have it better than you did? You know? Instead of being like, I'm going to die alone. You have all the time in the world. It's like, what if she doesn't find anyone else and now your daughter dies alone because of your decision?
Yeah. She's got a lot more life to live.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Not to be like crass, but I think too, like when you decide to have children, you knowingly are signing up for sacrifice.
True.
You are sacrificing your freedom, your time, your energy, your money. Mm-hmm. You now are like committing to raise another human.
Yeah.
And I think like in this case, it's like she had a kid, but like she's not committing to that like role as a parent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually true. It's like you chose this.
Yeah.
I didn't choose to be born. As funny as that line is.
I love that meme.
As funny as that line is, like I thought about that the other day when I was in the fight with my mom. I'm like, when my mom was like, yeah, I have 3 kids and you're using all the energy. I was like, I didn't choose to be born. You allocate your resources better. Like if I'm so energy sucking, like
get it together.
I didn't choose to be born, let alone first.
That's on you, lady.
Yeah, that's not on me.
No.
Sounds like you have energy management problems then.
I fucking love that meme that's been circulating like literally word for word for what you said
about not wanting to be born.
Yeah, it's like I didn't ask for this life. Like
literally,
I didn't ask to be born and have to deal with capitalism and going to work every day.
No, literally, no. But like, no one chose this life. No one chose to be born and then be forced to work a 9 to 5 to pay your bills,
just grinding,
just to like. I mean, I know that like there's a lot of other paths in life now, but like, I did not ask to be born. It's like, you know what I mean? Like that line is like, it sounds so dramatic, but like it is so true. It is so true. And like, I was about to just get off subject, but it's like, especially when like you hit your parents with something you learned from them and they get mad and it's like,
apple doesn't fall far from the tree,
motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I'm like, there's this line that's like, you are the one who helped raise this monster. So it's like, I learned this somewhere, right? Like this behavior was learned. I didn't just come out of the womb like sassy, right? So
it's that argument too, like nature versus nurture.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some people do come out the womb just choosing violence.
That's true. I actually might have. Now that I think about it
You're a
twice.
feisty gal.
Yeah. I've always been that way though. So it's like my mom used to call me grumpy cat because she said I would like sit around the house just like grumpy.
Oh my God.
But I'd be like happy. I just looked grumpy.
Yeah.
All the time.
I have a really bad RBF.
Yeah.
If you ever see me in public, I'm nice, I promise. I'm not intimidating as I've been told by multiple people. I look very intimidating and scary, but
It's like that thing that's like, looks like a blueberry will kill you. Looks like she'll kill you is a blueberry.
yeah.
Or
That's
like,
me.
it's not blueberry. It's like something else. But
I'm just like a little marshmallow. I'm just soft and vulnerable.
I look like I'll kill you. And I might, but likely not.
No, you're a good friend. So OP goes on to say, I don't think I'm the asshole, but I just wanted to make sure because ultimately I don't want her to have to be alone, even though I think she did this to herself by hurting my dad. I think I should be allowed to marry my fiance as we met first. I'm also 12 weeks pregnant with my fiance's kid.
Oh my God.
So that complicates matters more. We haven't told anybody yet.
Oh,
Am I the asshole for being mad at my mom about marrying my fiance's dad because she said I couldn't marry my fiance anymore? Absolutely not the asshole. Like,
that's your response?
yeah, no, fuck the mom.
It's a
Fuck that
it's a
lady.
no-brainer. Like, no, you are not the asshole for being mad at your mom for quite literally hijacking your relationship.
She is a terrorist.
Yeah, that she hijacked this situation. It's insane.
It's just so.
Yeah.
There's not really a good word for what she did because it's just despicable.
It's so, yeah.
It's despicable.
So beyond selfish and toxic. Like, even if a friend did this to you, it'd be fucked up. Like, it'd be like, okay. Like,
But family?
but like family?
No.
No.
She does give another little edit.
Okay.
I don't know how much about whether it's legal to marry your stepbrother, so if someone could confirm, that'd be great. And then another edit. Mini update. We just called his dad. Apparently, he sees no issue with my fiance and I staying together. It was my mom who had an issue. Honestly, I still don't know how to feel about this because this still kind of feels gross to me. We'll probably be going low or no contact. Fair.
Not that it matters, but like, that's just so awkward to have to explain to people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you have like a wedding and then they're like, oh, like mother of the bride, and then they're like father of the groom, and then later they, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a weird dynamic. Now, like,
Yeah.
you have to explain to your friends and family and other people, like, yeah, my husband's dad is married to my mom.
I just wouldn't even disclose it.
It'll
As
come up
weird as
somehow,
that-
though.
yeah.
Think about it if you're my friend and you're like, hey, and I'm like, hey, I'm hanging out with my family this weekend. And you're like, oh, that's cute that Brett's dad is coming
Yeah.
along. And you're like,
So is my mom.
then, you know.
I think I'd just be outright. I'd be like, my mom's a toxic bitch. And
Yeah.
she secretly dated my fiance at the time's dad
yeah.
and went and married him first. So then she tried to tell me couldn't marry my stepbrother and told us to break up. Like,
I couldn't marry my stepbrother.
I would just be
Oh.
so outright and point blank. Like,
Yeah.
I would make people, like, anytime they met the mom, then be like, oh,
True.
cringe.
But then that's not a fun life either. Like, bashing your mom, like, even
Fuck
no matter how
her.
wrong she is, it can't be fun. It can't be fun or comfortable.
No, it's it's a stab in the back, the heart. Like, it is terrible to have anyone betray you in that way. But your mother,
Yeah.
you have half that bitch's DNA.
Ooh, I'd be so hot.
I just
Fucked.
wouldn't be able to handle it.
No.
Top comment. Not gonna lie, I laughed. Not the asshole, obviously. In a big part, not because of your mom hooking up with your fiance's dad, but because she thinks that means you should ditch your fiance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely both selfish and insane.
Facts.
So messed up. Yeah, not the asshole. That
No,
mom.
no. Immediately, no. I could have told you. You didn't even have to give me context. I could have just said no. We could have moved on. Like, there's no way.
Done.
Done.
Point blank.
Yes. Period.
No debate.
No. What are the kids saying these days? Period. No cap. Printer. No fax. Haven't you heard that?
I know, but I believe you.
It's like wild. You're like, what? And then they like stitch it on TikTok and they're like, is this English? What are these kids saying?
I'm 27 and I feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dicey on TikTok some days.
Yeah.
Very, very thankful for it because it's brought a lot of you guys out
Yeah.
there to the podcast, but it's a little dicey on that app sometimes.
For sure.